Hello and welcome to Yoga with Ashlyn. This will be a 10-minute grounding yoga flow intended to help you relieve feelings of anxiety and help you find the peaceful present moment. Feel free to put on some gentle background music or just enjoy the silence. Let's get started. We will begin this grounding yoga flow by finding a child's pose. You can either do a wide-legged child's pose, bringing the knees as wide as the mat, the big toes to touch, and then reaching the fingertips towards the top of the mat as your forehead comes towards or to the mat. If this isn't comfortable for you, you can always bring the knees together and fold the belly over the legs and bring the arms back alongside your body. I encourage you to maybe explore which pose feels best for you and then start to settle into your child's pose, whatever that may look like. We'll start to bring some awareness here to this present moment on your mat, taking a deep inhale in through the nose, letting it travel all the way down and filling up your belly like a balloon. As you exhale, maybe releasing it out through your nose or possibly opening up your mouth and letting out any tension or anxiety with a sigh. We'll take a few more rounds of breath just like this, allowing ourselves to arrive here on the mat into this peaceful present moment. We'll take one more deep breath in, filling up the low belly like a balloon. And then when you're ready, we'll open the mouth and exhale, releasing any anxiety or tension or stress out into your mat. On your next inhale, we're going to start to rise up to a tabletop position, making sure that our wrists are underneath the shoulders, the knees are underneath the hips. We'll take a nice breath in, exhale to let it go out into your mat. On your next inhale, we're going to drop the belly low and shift the gaze, coming into cow pose. And then as you exhale, we'll tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, and reach the shoulders upwards. Again, inhale to drop the belly low, shift the gaze, and exhale to really crunch and curl everything in, reaching through the shoulders. Inhale to stretch the front side of the body, and exhale to stretch the back side of the body. We'll take this a couple more times following your own breath, starting to warm up the spine and easing any spaces of tightness or tension in the back or the belly or the chest. We'll take one more round together. When you're ready, inhaling to drop the belly low, shift the gaze, and then exhale into your cat pose here. Really reach and stretch through the shoulders, and then we'll come back to neutral. When you're ready, inhale to curl the toes under, lift the knees up off the mat, and then exhale the hips up and back, downward facing dog. We'll just be here for a couple of breaths, drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe we start to bend through each knee one at a time, walking out your dog, finding a nice little stretch here in the backside of the legs, and maybe even in the armpit area and the shoulders. Noticing how this pose makes you feel. Maybe even inhaling to come up on the tippy toes and then exhaling the heels towards the mat. One more time, inhale up and then exhale down. When you're ready, we're going to start to tiptoe the toes up towards the top of the mat, towards the hands. Take your time here, coming to a forward fold. Once you make it up here to the top of your mat, maybe give yourself a little squeeze, and then we're going to grab either elbow here, taking ragdoll. We want to allow the head and the neck to hang long. Keep a micro bend in the knees here. You can heel toe the feet out a little bit if needed. You can either sway from side to side or stay still. We'll just take a couple breaths. When you're ready, we'll take one more deep breath in together. As you exhale, we'll release those fingertips down towards your mat. Next inhale, we'll start to slide the fingertips up towards the shins, coming to a halfway lift. And then exhale, find your forward fold. We'll take a couple more. Inhale, slide the hands up the shins, flat back, flat spine. Exhale, forward fold. One last time, inhale, find a halfway lift here. And then exhale, folding forward. We're going to bring those hands out in front of us and step one set of toes back, drop the knee, and then the other set of toes back, drop the knee, and we'll start to shift forward. We're going to come onto our bellies here, laying on our stomachs, so extending those legs out long. And then we're going to draw the chin into the chest. Inhale and slowly start to roll up, coming to cobra pose, really stretching the belly and the front side of the body. Exhale, back down to your mat. Again, inhale, rolling up, taking it slow here, finding some space and some relief of that tension in the front side of the body. Exhale, back down to your mat. Again, inhaling, rolling up to cobra pose. And then exhaling, back down towards your mat. Staying here on your belly, we're going to bring those elbows out wide, stacking one hand over the other and bringing the forehead over to lay on those hands. We'll just come back to the breath here. Lying on our bellies can bring a lot of grounding energy as well as peace into our bodies. If stillness is a little uncomfortable or makes you feel jittery, you can always bend at the knees and windshield wiper the feet from side to side. You could even draw some circles with your feet or scissor them, bringing one foot in front of the other. This still ensures that you're getting the peaceful grounding energy while also incorporating some gentle movement. Wherever you are here on your mat, we'll relax for a few more breaths. If you haven't already, we'll start to bring those feet back down onto the mat. We'll take one last deep breath in, full breath out, maybe through an open mouth. Release any anxiety or tension into your mat. And then on your next inhale, we'll bring those hands next to the chest, tuck the toes under, and then we're going to push up onto our knees. You may need to walk the knees upwards just a little bit. And then we're going to come over to a seat. Our last pose here is going to be legs up the wall. So you can pause the video here and make your way over to a wall. You want to come as close next to it as possible. And then we'll turn, swivel, and place our feet up the wall. You can be as close to or as far away from the wall as is comfortable for your unique body. Maybe you start to massage the thighs a little bit, point and flex the toes, roll out the ankles. You can even spread the toes wide and then scrunch them together. And then we'll bring the arms out wide into a T. This pose is very grounding and offers a nice lymphatic reset, which our body and nervous system loves. We'll come back to the breath here, inhaling our breath into the low belly, and then exhaling that air out through pursed lips or through your nose. We'll be here for just a minute or so, and I'll let you know when it's time to come out. Again, if stillness is uncomfortable for you right now, you can always bring the feet to the wall and windshield wiper the knees from side to side, or find any kind of movement that also allows you to relax. Maybe noticing if the mind is starting to wander, and see if you can bring your focus back to the breath, back to your body, and back to this peaceful present moment. If it is uncomfortable to quiet the mind, I offer you some mantras or affirmations to repeat. You can repeat them after me or simply just listen to the sound of my voice. I am safe. I am grounded. These feelings and sensations are temporary. I am in control of my life. I am balanced. I am at peace. Everything is working out, best case scenario. When you're ready, starting to wiggle the fingers and the toes, and we'll move one sole of the foot to the wall and then the other. We want to come out of this slowly, so pausing for a moment here, allowing the blood to move back into our legs, and then eventually rolling off to our favorite side, either the right side or the left side. It doesn't matter, whatever side feels most comfortable for a couple of breaths. We can even wrap that top arm around our leg or our knee, and we'll take a few breaths here. Thank yourself for showing up here on your mat, no matter what time of day it is, especially in a time of anxiousness and stress. Maybe notice how this deep breathing and gentle stretching affected your body. I hope that it allowed you to come into this peaceful present moment and that you're leaving feeling a bit more grounded than when you showed up here today. It is difficult to get on your mat, especially when we aren't feeling our best. So again, thank you for showing up for yourself. It is a small act of kindness that goes a very, very long way. Again, you are safe. You are grounded. These feelings and sensations are temporary. You are in control of your life. You are balanced. You are at peace. And everything is working out best case scenario. When you're ready, we'll bring that top arm, that top hand down to the mat. And we'll start to inhale. As we inhale, we'll start to push ourselves up off of the ground here and come into a comfortable seat. Take your time here, being gentle and mindful with your body. We'll cross at the ankles and bring the hands to the knees. Sitting up tall, we'll inhale to reach the shoulders towards the ears and exhale them down the back. Again, inhale to draw the shoulders up, and then exhale to release them down the back. One last time, inhaling, really reach the shoulders up, and then exhale to relax and release. We'll bring the hands to the heart for one final breath. Inhaling together, and then exhaling through an open mouth. Remembering that you are safe, you are grounded. These feelings and sensations are temporary, and everything is working out best case scenario. Namaste. I'll see you in the next class.